Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So tonight's statement is Michael Easton exit his role as Finn Hamilton on General Hospital. Now, I did a short about this yesterday, and today I'm pretty sure 98%, 99% sure that today was his last day on set. Um, was his last day. So yeah, he's gone, and good luck to him. You know, I don't always feel like his character was treated with so much love. They only gave him two really great stories out of everything. Um, Now let's sit there and do a quick roll call and get this started. And now it's too low. Freddie's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Lashanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Amy's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Tanya's in the chat. How you doing tonight? George Blackmon's in the chat. How you doing tonight? A.K. Mr. GQ. Quiet Guy is in the chat. A lot more verbal. Me Cobb is in the chat. How you doing tonight? I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone had a great Thursday afternoon. We got a lot to talk about, people. We got Kyle literally getting the pink slip from his own mom. Okay? You're all sitting there wondering, is Tom going to be Luna's father? I'm just sitting there and talk about having groupies. We, of course, we got Days of Our Lives, and as I said, General Hospital. Days, we got to meet the new Gabby. We got to sit there and wait to see how she talks and everything. I'm I'm doing good, Blackmon. I actually had another day off. So tomorrow I'll go back to work, but you know. Freddie says Abu will not be able to read all. Yes, Abu will not be able to read all the comments. He's only one person. There's 18 people in the chat. There's only one of me. So if I miss your comments, do not sit there and take it personal. Thank you. Thank you, Freddie. Always appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility, Mika. They share a child. Oh, how did Diane show her true colors? Lashanta, did you not sit there and see that Kyle was not there acting like an entitled prick? Okay, I guess we have to sit there and start your drinking already. Ed, the last of the OG. Yep, the last of the OGs left. Last OGs and one like left has left. Cherry ice cream was good. Yeah, remember we had Star at one point, and then she went to Kiki. Quacker says, "What? Wonder what will they do with the Finn character?" Oh, they do indeed. You know, I say just recast them. Of course, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Freddie. And thank you, Cherry Ice Cream. Yeah, no, Samuel's the truth. Samuel's the truth. We're going to talk about that as well. We're going to talk about that as well. Thank you, Cherry Ice Cream. Samuel, you know, he got his knowledge and his history, and he's very entertaining. Lashanta says, I know Kyle do too much. But really? What? But really what? But really what? Kyle does too much, but what? If this was any other employee, like they said, he would have been fired. So you don't think that Kyle should have been fired, Lashanta? Thank you, Freddie. I appreciate that. Autumn, Hope was so damn annoying. Like, this is the same Hope that trashed her marriage to Liam. Yep, wrecked her home and moved on fast to hop on the Thomas joystick. So Hope needs to shut the F up. Tracy, what's good? Ben is leaving and Lucky is coming in perfect timing. Yep. Don't forget Morgan's coming back for a day. Not that anyone cares. And it says Alec refused to listen and whatever on him. Yeah, exactly. Brady, Oh, yeah, because Nikki's one to sit there and talk about anyone, right? And I get that, but my point is, Kyle acted like an entitled prick. He really did. Um, I do think that Jack should have stepped in sooner, but Kyle had to go. Okay, this his level of entitlement was way off the charts. And LaShawn was good. LaShawn said Danny Morgan looked like he got a haircut. Yeah, I gotta get a haircut. It's good to see you, Tracy. LaShanta said, even Jack said to something. Yeah, he said that he was like, yeah, well, let's not be so hasty, but in all reality, um, he deserved to be fired. Come on. Come on, LaShanta. Let's not sit there and act like he was not act like an entitled prick. If it was anybody else that had that attitude, they would have been gone. Oh, this is my legacy. This is my birthright. This is your birthright? And you don't think that he deserves to be fired? Tracy said, what's the point of bringing Morgan back for a day? Exactly. Exactly. That's so dumb. I mean, yeah, that's true. But come on, LaShanta. His ass deserved to be fired. Anybody walks into a room like that and say that this is my birthright, he gotta go. His ass got to go. Ronnie Ron, my jester. Exactly, and that's the thing, guys. Happy Thursday as well. Yeah. There's no point of bringing back Morgan. I feel like it's just a bone that brought the fans to be like, here you go. Oh shit, that's right. We got pretty got 30. About 30 people in the chat now. And that's the thing, Rashad, to think about that. He didn't get his way. So what did he do? He went to his rival. He decided to work for his rival and with a snake. Yeah, okay. Let's sit there and say poor baby Kyle. Like you said, he be doing too much. Federation says it's a tease. It's a bone. It's a little. Here you go. Oh, Ed, yeah, you saw that scene, right? She was doing way too much. She was like, "No, you can't do it because she's a drunk and um she's a drunk and she may be like the next Constantine." The whole time they just looked at her like, "The hell is wrong with you?" You would think after an awkward conversation like that, you would just literally exit the room. But instead, she just kind of just stayed there and just hung out, sitting on the couch, sitting on the chair. I'm just like, Teresa, don't you got something else to do? Like anything? Can you find something else to do? And yeah, Brady hit him with the facts. Brady hit him with the facts. See, he knew. That's true. They're very competitive. What's good, Darby? How you doing today? Actually, no. How you doing tonight? Um, I've actually tried this one before. I can't wait to actually go back. The only reason I actually can't wait to go back to work is to get my proper is to get my proper. Glad to hear that, Darby. Yeah, Ron, but then she didn't take it though. That's another thing. She didn't take the envelope. She just threw it in the garbage, and Bonnie found it anyway. So that was just stupid. Freddie says exactly, Albert. What was the point of getting exciting from Morgan Return? Just yeah, that's the thing, Freddie. I don't think that people knew that it was just one episode. I don't think that people knew it was just one episode. So um um but now the question is though, will that excitement starts to die out once they realize he's only coming back for one episode? Autumn says, whole feeling entitled that Thomas should just sit around and wait for her to change her mind on marriage. Thomas should not have to do. No man should have to do that. Exactly, Autumn. No man should have to do that. Susan R., what is good tonight? I hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday. It's smart, Lushanta. It says Xander and Nicole came to understanding. Yeah, it actually really was a good scene. Actually really was. Tracy says, Albert is now your birthday. Albert is now your birthday in little ways. Yes. Tracy, I don't actually have any plans yet. I'll probably just hang out with some friends. Probably just hang out with some friends maybe. But I didn't actually plan anything yet though. Yes, thank you for remembering, Tracy. It's in August. Debbie said, "Do you have any family that live near you?" Because the news. I have a 99-cent store. I don't have a Family Dollar though. But I will check. I'll actually, Darby, I actually will sit there and check there now. 'Cause I'm supposed to be going there tomorrow, so I will sit there and check it out. Hi, Reach Clark. What is good? I just heard wonderful news. Danny is coming back to the Bold and the Beautiful for a crossover. I'm so happy. He's such a good man. He's making that show watchable. There's nothing he can't do. Wow. Uh, oh shit! I'm so. You know what? I meant to sit there and message you yesterday, but I totally forgot though, because I was also kind of tipsy. Um. Ooh, and Lashanta said, Kyrie's washed up rock star. Yes, I remember you said that, Darby. Darby said I thought Leo should have been in that discussion with Xander and Nicole because they all had crappy moms. Yes. That would have made this. I mean, granted, it was a good scene. I can see how that would have been a good scene as well. It says, oh yeah, I never actually tasted this. I said I want to know where is that garbage apartment Trina and Jocelyn lived at because when they open the door, there are stairs in the background going, landing, leading to something else. Well, Susan just answered that question for you. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. It'll do. Lashanta, I kept sitting there thinking, I was like, there's a good chance that Tom is Luna's father, even though that Tom is a much older man, and I mean like a much older man. But it's possible. And Darby says, "Did you read that misleading?" Yes, yes, I did, Darby. And that's what I was waiting for. I was like, the minute he came in there, I thought the argument was going to start, and I'm glad I'm not the only person that didn't catch that, Darby. When Xander brung up Eric, saying, "Oh man, well, I really feel bad for Eric or whatever." Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was gearing up for that too. Thank you, Darby, for bringing that up because I was like, that's not what happened at all. They actually had a very civil conversation. It was actually a nice conversation that they had. So yes, it is very correct. De Havilland was good. De Havilland. Harry says, I still haven't set up my thumbnail yet for my stream. Just finished watching GH and Violet. That was emotional scene. But you are streaming tonight, though. Okay, good. Francis, what's good? Hope all is well with you. Things are great with me. I had the day off. And what's good, Monique? Hope you had a good day. I said the same thing. It was okay. It was okay. I didn't get choked up as much as other people did, though, Kyrie. I think it had more to do with the fact that because I knew the actor was leaving, so it didn't really, no, it didn't really do anything for me. It was a nice scene, but I wasn't emotional about it though. Lashanta says Ben can video chat with his daughter Violet. Yeah, it was a nice scene. I wasn't emotional about it though. Lashanta says Albert Poppy said Bill was a possibility, so is Tom, the other guy, because Bill is his dad. Because Bill is his dad. What do you mean by that? I'm not understanding that sentence. So Francis is not a fan of the recast. Okay, I got this part. However, Poppy said Bill was a possibility, so is Tom, the other guy, because Bill is his dad. That's the part I don't get. Francis is not interested in a recap. Okay, let me answer your question. Not even a goddamn question. What's good, Dolometics? Ron says I was in agreement with stuff he said was an effing scumbag, trying to convince Thomas that he's not over that witch. Okay. Now, LaShawn says Bill is Luna's father. No, no, I agree. No, Thomas is a possibility as well. Nobody says Albert, the trash is coming to town. Danny wrote, I just sit there and say like father like son that they're both scumbags. And I stand by that. Harry says, and they say I'm hardcore and cold. Well, I am, but Finn and Violet's scene was a rare exception. Well, that's not being hardcore, Kyrie. That's just it would different scenes resonate with different people. That's all. It didn't hit me emotionally. That's all. It has nothing about being hardcore. It's just it hit people differently. Like the not the death scene with Ben. I think the aftermath scene with Ben and his dad hit me more. The aftermath of Ben and his dad hit me more. And I'm not even gonna sit there and talk about the certain part that hit me, but it did. Um, it just like I said, it didn't do anything for me though. The Olymetics was good. Oh my god. Rashawn says it looked like Dex and Jocelyn are getting back together. Yeah, exactly, Rashawn. They are, but the problem is that the breakup was just so stupid. It was it was very poor. It was a very poor reason for them to break up in the first place. So having them come back just didn't really do much. It was good, Tommy. Their reason for breaking up was not strong enough to have this obstacle. Yeah, I think he might have said that. But if you didn't, I agree with that. Ron says, what's your take on Teresa trying to distract? I thought it would have been better if she would have. Um, actually, to tell you the truth, Ron, I thought that part was kind of stupid. I thought that part was kind of stupid. Because she was way too obvious, and she just came across as like there was no subtlety. Carrie says when George thought I felt happy to be honest. Other people were sad. I was really happy with it that George was finally on my screen. That's exactly what I'm saying, Kyrie. That's what I mean. Like that's like it didn't resonate. It didn't resonate with you like it did other people. So, and it's not that they're saying you're hardcore or anything like that. It's just certain emotional scenes that hit people different. But I have my reasons for why it hit me, and I'm not going to sit there and say here. Um, Tommy says, "Why did Diane fire Kyle?" Oh, because Kyle kept Here's the thing: Kyle kept undermining Diane every chance that. Um. Oh, okay, Tommy. Here's the thing, though. Diane was not the way that she acted towards Kyle didn't come out of nowhere. Kyle has been doing everything in his power to undermine Diane. Okay, at every single turn, trying to make her look incompetent and unqualified. She he kept going behind her back and making deals or undermining her ability, and in turn made Jack in turn undermined Jack as well. Basically, they're saying that Jack only hired Diane not because she's competent, but because she is his wife. So if you watch today's episode, Diane listed all the reasons of why she had problems with Kyle. And the thing that Kyle did was come across as super entitled. Super entitled. Literally said, "This is my birthday." So when I see a sentence like that saying that Diane pissed me off today, her behavior to Kyle, it's like you have to sit down. I mean, granted, it's your opinion. I'm not gonna really try to argue with you that much, but like, um, if anyone was in the wrong, it was Kyle, not Diane. Exactly, Darby. She finally had enough of his shit, to be honest, and I don't blame her. Kyle walks around and acts like an entitled prick. Well, what? We can definitely agree to disagree with that, Kyrie. But I respect your opinion, though, my friend. I respect your opinion. LaShawn said Teresa know that if Xana's mom comes, yeah, exactly, LaShawn. So it's just the scene was written very poorly. The scene was written very poorly. There was so many times where she just came across as looking very sus, but I was like, "Bro, I'm surprised it did not press anymore." And then she started off. Then she started on with Holly. Sarah's like, "Yo, that's my niece right there. We not going to be doing that." And it reminded her, "You know what, Teresa, you act like your shit don't stink. You did a lot of bad things too. She is a 17-year-old kid." Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm not exactly gonna really. Yeah, that's the thing, Tommy. Now Kyle is working for Victor. Now and that's the thing, Tommy. Kyle is working for Victor, working for Jack's greatest nemesis. Exactly, Francis. There you go. I mean, yeah, I can't sit there and say you're wrong about that, Gary. I'm just not a huge fan of Danny Romalotti. Danny Romalotti. Not a huge fan of him. Ron says Reg should be happy for Thomas. What kind of father? A concerned father, Rob. Because see, that's the thing. You got to sit there and ask yourself: is Thomas moving too fast? You just sat there and you proposed to this girl not that long ago, and then maybe a month and a half, you're already ready to tie the knot with Paris. So if any, and that's the thing, Ron. Thomas has mental health problems. So I don't think it's so much like it's a level of concern. Tommy says Tommy says Kyle is a spoiled brat and he's doing an entitled. I think he gets it from Jack or Kyle or Diane. Maybe. But I mean the point is, Diane Diane fired him for a good reason. Monique says Kyle is an entitled brat. Diane was right. Exactly, she was. And as much as people don't like Diane, she was 100% correct today for firing Kyle. Again, that's the thing with me when it comes towards Danny. I didn't like that. First of all, I hated that stupid love triangle. I hated that stupid love triangle. It was good, Deluxe, and I hated the way that Danny handled it. And I will never forget that scene when Phyllis kissed him. He kissed her back, and then this. Let me take a drink before I say this shit. That that then he has scumbag behavior. Walked right back up to Christine and was about to kiss her with Phyllis's perfume. Like Danny, you've been around enough women to know that a woman will automatically lock on to another woman's perfume. But you didn't think about that. It was good, Deluxe. Well, yeah, I'm glad you get both sides of it, Tommy. Glad you get both sides. Um, I'm glad you get both sides, my friend. I mean, yeah, Tommy, we can probably sit there and say maybe she should have sat there and talked to Jack. When you're sitting there, you're constantly sitting there getting undermined and undermined, and having your reputation in the business world tarnished by your own goddamn son. And the thing that annoys me with Kyle is that Diane, in the beginning, had no problem stepping aside. She was like, listen, if you want the job, I will talk to Jack. You would do it. Rashawn says Kyle entitled both Jack because of Jack. Both of them are snakes. They pull Billy out. John Abbott had Jack. That's their birthright. Diane said her, Jack, Kyle, and Harris. Thank you, Francis. Yes, hit that goddamn like. I'm actually going to hit the like button too. Hit the like button, people. That helps me out. That helps out the algorithm. That gets more people into the channel. And it sustains the channel as far as being the destination for these soap chats. So that definitely does help me out. Okay, so I got 22. Okay, so we got 23 likes. We got 36 people in the chat. So if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button because it really does actually help. Thank you, Francis. Appreciate you. And also, while you're at it, hit the join button in the pin comment. Become a member. We have a lot of fun this weekend. We're talking about a lot of stuff, so you want to be part of those conversations. You never know who I'm going to have on. You never know what kind of conversations we're going to get into. I think that you're serious about that too, Kyrie. So I think you want Tracy out to be running Jabal. But see, the thing is, Kyrie, is she actually ruthless enough to run Jabal? You gotta remember, Jabal, you know, Victor may decide to come in for a hostile takeover. You think that Tracy could sit there and handle Victor Newman? And Kyrie's comments for you. And Monique says if Victor plays Kyle or use him, which he is, and Jack's he needs help. Jack better not help him. Kyle wanted to play with the big boys. Exactly. Yep, and I agree with that. Let his ass learn the hard way. Kevin says I don't think Paris and Thomas won't last. Yeah, it's unfortunate because Hope got to sit there and get her way like the entitled POS that she is. I don't like her self centeredness. Tommy says, "Wow, put a lot of faith in this woman, huh?" Okay, Paris. Tommy says Kyle wanted to betray his family because he wants power. He should be grateful he got a job when he did. If he was not an Abbott, yeah, exactly. There you go. So you already know the score, Tommy. You know the score. Okay, you got a lot of faith in this Tracy Abbott. He's Victor Newman. Like, ain't nobody going up against Victor Newman, especially not Tracy Abbott. I honestly tell you, Kyrie, I think Tracy Quartermain would have a better shot at going up against Victor. But I mean, who do you think would do better in the business world, Kyrie? Tracy Abbott or Tracy Newman? I mean, Tracy Abbott or Tracy Quarterman? Who do you think would do better in the business world? I would do a poll on that, but that would just be a waste of a poll. Who did she push aside though? Well, who did she push aside though, Lashonda? Well, what does Adam do next week, Tommy? But Lashonda, who did God damn it. Exactly. There you go, Kevin. That's the right answer. It's a good answer, Kevin. Why was Alex rubbing it in? Because he's a prick, that's why. Gorgeous Queen Janice in the chat. What's good, love? I hope you had a wonderful day. It's always a pleasure to see you. There we go, Cherry's King. Smart. Janet, I'm sitting there thinking that Tom is Poppy. Tom is Luna's father. Tom is Luna's father. That's what I'm going with. There you go. There you go, love. You know. You know. You know. You know, Janet. Shanta says Diane didn't earn that position. Jack gave it to her. That man didn't want to work with her. Who didn't want to work with her? Kyle? I'm sorry, Lashanta. Are we actually defending the entitled prick known as Kyle Abbott? He don't want to work with his mother. So Kyle. So you're not just saying that Kyle's in the right? I would gather so, Janet. If well, I mean, to be honest, if it's between, I mean, if I had to sit there and sleep with somebody between Audra and Claire, I don't even think that's a contest. But I think if he can't get with Claire, then he's definitely going to sit there and be knocking boots with Audra. Thank you, Kyrie's Clark. Let me read this one. Hold on. I want the chat to read this first. This is what Kyrie's Clark has to say. Kyrie says Tracy Abbott would squash Victor Newman like a bug. Victor would destroy Tracy Quartermain though, and both of them look better than Nikki. Well, but who do you think would win in a business war? Tracy Quartermain or Tracy Abbott? I kind of disagree with that sentence, but I appreciate the super chat. But that's a hell of a lot of faith. Speaking of faith, I hope she has more to do than just to sit there and prop up Sharon. Um, squash him like a bug. Wow. But yeah, that's my question for you, Carries. Who you think would win the business for Tracy Abbott or Tracy Quarterman? But yeah, just going back to the title of the video, you know, he's been on since what 2012, 2013. I think it said Michael Easton, and people are listening to saying, "Oh, he's going to come back as another character." It's like, no, he won't. The sad thing is, I don't know who. There we go. Tracy Quarterman is goddamn right, Lashanta. Jonathan and Janet will miss Finn. Yep, miss Finn. I like the actor. I like the actor. Um, I just wish they would have given him better stories, like the dad scenes and stuff like that. Hope might be pregnant. Yeah, no, here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing. I liked him since I saw him on Port Charles. Okay? And then he played John McBain, and John McBain just seemed like such a badass character, right? Oh, Tommy says Adam kisses Chelsea and makes out next week. It's funny, Tommy, and this is another um misleading title because in the title it said that Billy was like going concerns or it was saying something how he had an issue with Sally getting close to Adam. But that didn't happen in this episode. He didn't have an issue um with Sally with Adam and Chelsea getting together. He was actually very supportive when he was talking to Sally. He wasn't, Francis, and it's a shame. Now, Johnson says if Michael returns, it will be Finn again. Finn is supposed to be gone for only 3 months after all. Jonathan, did you see his video where he announced his exit? Did you see that video? I want to ask you that if you saw that video first and tell me if you did. Billy and Lily are gonna hook up again. Billy and Lily. Billy and Lily. Really? Hey, remember that storyline where Billy was actually a podcaster? Jonathan, when you get, I'll put it this way: when you watch the video, you're hearing in his tone of voice. He ain't coming back. Okay? I watched that video multiple times, and I can tell you by the sound of his voice, he ain't coming. Yeah, they did. They did, Janet. They did a great storyline for him. So Kyrie doesn't like old Billy Boy, huh? What's your problem? What's your query with Billy? What's your trying to come up with a better word? What's your issue with old Billy Boy? Jonathan, what? Okay, I'll tell you what. Watch the video real quick. Go and watch the video real quick, and then come back and you can listen to this tone in his voice. Carrie says he's a professional. Carrie does not cut slack. See, I thought I was ruthless at one point. Apparently, I ain't got shit on Kyrie's Clark. Damon says Mike Easton is pretty much done, just like Roger. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Damon. If you watch the video, you hear Oh no. The reason I was just saying that, Jonathan, because I was like, rewatch the video. Take a good second. It's not even that long of a video. My point is, you can hear it in his tone. You can hear it in his tone. Oh, Kyrie is Michael. You know the guy who plays Finn. When he announced that he was leaving General Hospital, because he did a little short video. He announced that he was leaving General Hospital, and he did it at night, like right after the scene with Chase. That's when he did the video. And the point is, Kyrie, where's the video located? You know what? I'll do you one better, Kyrie. I'll send it to you. I'm not ignoring anyone, I promise. God damn it, I was taking this so long. Seriously, just want to break this fucking phone sometimes. I got you, Kyrie. I'll send it to you. Assuming that I don't sit there and just have a rage and decide to break this goddamn phone instead. Oh, damn it. See, this is what happens when I actually drink a little bit and I already don't have the best fucking patience. Laura B, when you're here, you're on time. What are you talking about, love? It's good to see you. It's good to see you, Laura B. All right. I sent it to you. It's not even that long. Just take a quick look at it, and you can talk about it. You can talk about it. Just pay attention to the tone in his voice. Like I said, when you hear the tone in his voice, you're like, oh yeah, he ain't coming back. And the thing is, I'm not sad for him. Like, listen, people are so heartbroken. I'm just like, actors come and go all the time. All the time. LaShanta says, "Are Jason mad at Carly, but Sam has told her because she's salty, or she wouldn't know." Yeah, I mean, he is mad at Carly because Carly is, told Diane, and that's like, yo, listen, you need to keep this ish on the down low. Um, but yeah, Sam is salty. I'm not gonna lie, LaShanta. And yes, Dante did check her ass. Genesis, my impression is that Easton is definitely our. There you go, Janet. Because you can hear it you can hear it in his voice. You can hear it in his tone. Johnson says, "What will they do with the character in 3 months if Michael doesn't return?" Um, well, they probably just will stop talking about him as much, Jonathan. So there was a show, just no, nothing. There was a show called I used to love called One Tree Hill, and I remember one of the directors when Peyton and Lucas left. I think his name was Lucas. Kerry says, "I can tell it wasn't his decision. Why? By the tone of his voice." Um, but when Peyton and Lucas left, the director was like, the best thing to do is to stop bringing up these characters because we're doing more harm for the show bringing them up than if we just stop talking about them. And that's the thing. They're probably going to sit there and start to not talk about him. As I do you think, do you see a recast in the future? If they're excited for it, but I doubt it though, Ed. I think they're going to be focusing more on Jonathan Jackson's or Lucky's character. Perry says the look in his eyes when he said, "You guys deserve better than that." Oh, Oh, my bad. Monique said the spoilers I read is Billy is jealous of the connection. You know, it's funny, Monique, because they said that today, and it didn't happen today. Damon said, yeah, this wasn't Michael's decision. He had that same look like Marcus Columbus, Columbo, Columbo, who played Nicholas. That's the thing, though. Sometimes it's like you never really know, right? Like no one never really knows. Like unless I literally sat there and found a way to talk to the actor, and the actor was like, "Hey, listen, just between me and you, it wasn't my decision." Yeah. Well, I feel a sense of deja vu. That's kind of scary. Because I had this exact conversation. You did. You say he was done carrying Sonny's water. Patty, patty. But I mean, that's the thing, Ed. It depends. It's I want them to recast, but I'm also just like, um, I mean, now that they have Jonathan Jackson back, I just don't know. Well, that's the thing, Lashante. It's more of a entitled. He's very entitled. Hell, even his own mom called him entitled. And that's true, Lashante. She did. Lobby says I saw your review on BMBNG. So what happened on YNR? Diane fired Kyle. Diane fired Kyle. Um, and now Kyle's working for Victor. So, and it looks like Adam and Chelsea are gonna get closer. Those are the big things, Lobby. I actually want to do a review. I just didn't have time to do it. But those are the key things, though. Chelsea and Adam look like they're getting closer. Diane fired Kyle, and Kyle is now working for Victor. Yeah. Johnson says that. Did you hear that? You're called out. No, no, Jonathan. Where is this at? Is this in an article or something? Because I want to read it. Where'd you find this out, Jonathan? There you go. You know, Laura B. You know, Jonathan. Where'd you get that from? But I want to read that. I want to read that. Hell, Jonathan. I may actually want to do a video on it. Eagle Fang. It's too bad they waited 10 years nearly to give Mike Easton a story. Yeah, I said the same thing. I said the exact same thing. Eagle Fang. I was like, it's just they only gave him two good storylines that I like. All right, I'm gonna look for it. Thank you, Jonathan. Yeah, I definitely want to find it though. It was good. Oh, have a good night, Ed. It was really great to see you, my friend. You know, I feel like this is gonna, Kyrie, I feel like that's just gonna piss off a lot of people though. Hit that goddamn like button. 43 people in this chat. Help me out. Also, become a member. Both of those things helps out. Sharing the videos help out. Eagle Fang said, "Can they get Hope a straight jacket already? She's really losing it." Well, Eagle Fang, I can say something inappropriate right now, but I'm not going to. I just don't like that level of self-centeredness. I really don't. But I do see what she's saying. She's sitting there thinking that Thomas is moving on too fast, and Steffi agrees, but Steffi won't say it though. What's good? What's good, Island? How you doing? How you feeling? Carrie says I'll be the number one person pissed off, pissed off, prepared for next week. Yeah, and it's funny too, Carrie, because like when I know when they probably if they want to breaking up, I'll be thinking about you. Debbie says I don't think I'll ever forgave Diane for abandoning a ham and Jack years ago. I can see that. I can see that. Sometimes you bury a certain level of anger, and it never really goes away. It never truly goes away. I don't think that he was still super pissed off about it. There was always that little nudge in the back of his head, though. And how could he not be? It's not like the guy actually got any therapy for it. Tommy says, "Is it the end of the relationship or with Adam and Sally because Adam and Chelsea kissed?" Well, I mean, if that's the case, that's definitely once they kiss, that's definitely going to be the end. He ain't coming back from that shit. Not coming back from that. Eagle Fang says, Why didn't Dante give when it comes to keeping criminal information, same characters for legal one?" Um, I mean, that's his girl. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess I can see in some ways, like, I think he gave her the appropriate amount of smoke without being overbearing. But Sonny is a career criminal, so it's like he's just done with that. With Sam, he understood that Sam was not there trying to help Jason. This wasn't just out of malice, you know? Like, this wasn't just, oh, she just want to sit there and get that drill. Patty says, you got your red cup tonight. Had to write Russians on. Oh, I'm a lightweight. Ain't nothing wrong with being a lightweight, Patty. Um, but yeah, and I always like a good Moscato though. I always like a good Moscato. Unfortunately, I can't get lit like I want to because I got to wake up super early. So I think okay. Sam wasn't trying to help Jason. She was just being nosy. I get it, Evil Fang, and I'm not. As much as I like Jason, I can't sit there and be like, that was good. See, the problem, Eagle thing, the problem with what Jason did is the same problem with Sam. It's the same problem with what Drew did. Okay, they chose to sit there and be away from their family to help out Carly. CJ Clove was good. Both of them. They spend time away from their kids so this way that Carly can be with her kids. My issue, my issue with that, um, my issue didn't give Drew the same amount of smoke that she gave Jason. Like she's pissed off at Jason because Jason chose to stay away. But Drew is going to do the same thing. Drew is literally going to do the same exact thing for 5 years because he wanted to make sure that Carly was with her kids. So why didn't you give Drew the same amount of smoke that you're giving Jason? Eagle Fang says, I know no one cares and I don't blame y'all. Who killed Austin Gatling over 1 year? And we, yes, yeah, it's funny, Eagle fan. Yes, that's the same thing that were when Jonathan, yeah, it was a good scene, CJ Glow. When Jonathan mentioned what's that guy, Evans, Evan Fears. Evan Fears has been gone for a very long time by Jan Spears, who also has a baby, God knows where. And yet no one bothered to sit there and say, geez, where's Evan Spears at? So that reminds me of General Hospital and the who killed um, Austin Gatlin Hall. Oh yeah, exactly, Shanta. But of course now she's a mother, so she can bypass those little things like checking herself for the same shit that she did. So yeah, Patty said, "Scheme selfish and being vengeful. She needs to quit because she knows who and Jason is." She said, "Sure, friendly talker. What's good, friendly talker? How have you been? How's life? How's the YouTube channel? God damn, I really love that profile picture. I'm listening to it. Wonder if Danny and Jake are still mad at each other. That's a good question. Well, Kyrie, I tell you one thing though. They're gonna be mad at Jason when they find out why Jason stayed away. I'll tell you that much right now, Kyrie. They're gonna be pissed off at Jason. Freddie says, "I mean, it never ended with Jason when it came to putting Carly first in his life. Instead of his children, they should. Well, I mean, of course, Freddie. That's what any natural father would sit there and say. But it's just yeah, I agree with that. But I mean, I guess everyone has their character flaws, right? Right, Freddie? Everyone has their character flaws. Not one person is better than the other simply because. Yeah. Everyone has character flaws. So otherwise, he'll be called a this generation called them Mary Sue's. She's petty and oh, are we talking about Sam? Patty, are we talking about Sam who's scam just being butthurt? So we gotta talk about that. Hmm. Kyrie, what do you think of Kyrie? Okay, you're all talking about Sam. Kyrie, what do you think of the Ava character so far? What do you think of the Ava character so far? What do you think of her actions and what she's doing? I want to hear your voice. Hmm. Kyrie, Darby, what did you say today? You said not my something. You made a comment in a video and you said not my something, not my character. What did you say, Darby? Was good, Big Nate? All right. Island says Sam is so annoying. Yes, she is. Fuck, she is. Carrie says she's selfish and evil. She loves her daughter, though, and I wouldn't roll over to Sunny either. All right, that's fair. Um, oh, not my Gabby. Thank you, Carrie. She said, not my Gabby. What? Why is she not your Gabby? Not my Gabby. What's wrong with her, Darby? What's wrong with her? Thank you, Carrie. What's wrong with her, Darby? Come on, what's wrong with her? I want to hear it. Don't keep me in suspense. You know what, Carrie? I'm gonna ask you this question too. What's your issue with Gabby? What's your issue with Gabby? Yo, you seem like you be interviewing some very interesting people. Friendly talk. You seem like you be interviewing some very interesting people. I want to know why you don't like Gabby Carries. Um, I said the same thing, Island. She is not boring. It was unforgivable. Carries. First of all, you don't even like Dimitri anymore. You don't even like Dimitri anymore. That was like months ago. And what she did to Rachel. What did she do to Rachel? Oh, that was unforgivable. Kyrie, you do realize that you like a woman who shot another woman in cold blood, right? I'm sorry, Kyrie. You know what, Kyrie? I'll tell you what, because I've been a little tipsy, so you're gonna have to sit there and tell me when I go a little bit too far. I respect your opinion, though, Kyrie. Respect your opinion. Gabby says, "I thought we let the stack Gabby go, and now have this little Gabby with a letdown." You know, Darby, I can't sit there and knock you because I'm very superficial as well. So this is more of a look step, right? This is more of a sex appeal. So Darby, this is more about a sex appeal, right? Okay, cool. So this is a sex appeal. Okay, that's one. No, thank you, Darby. Carrie says, "Oh, let me take a drink first." Carrie says, "Yes, pretending that Rachel was abused was horrible and she didn't care about her daughter. She's a deadbeat mom." uh, okay, all right. You know what? That's your opinion. I'm not gonna. Okay. You know what, Darby? I can't sit there and be mad at you because, well, it's your opinion, so I'm not going to be mad at you. Okay, Gary's. All right. Gary says Jason's a better dad than Gabby is a mom. That's saying something. It's just so long, though, Gary's. It's so long. I mean, yeah, it was bad. It was the worst. You know, it's your opinion. Never mind. Never mind. Sorry, Gary's. Shit, that's the alcohol talking. Um, Patty says it's always an adjustment period when this is my whole thing, Patty. Yes, and I feel like people need to give New Gabby a chance. Give her a week. Give her a week. Give her a little bit. Carrie says, I hold long, strong grudges. Yeah, that's true. But Carrie, let me ask you a question. Do you think that's good for you, though? Like internally, Carrie, do you think that that's good for you? I only sit there and say that, Karis, because at the end of the day, I want what's best for you. I want you to have a very good life. And sometimes when you hold on to grudges, you hold on to negative energy. I just want the best for you. That's all, Karis. Even though I'm not here to sit there and change you or whatever, listen, hold on to that grudge. It's like holding on to that negative energy. You know? And it's hard to sit there and have good stuff come in your life, good energy come in your life, and you're still holding on to that negative energy. Lashanta said, Lashanta says Johnny and Chanel are probably going to get pregnant with a rainbow baby. Hey, all right, the same cars. I mean, we're all work in progresses. But Toby says Dimitri had it coming because he tried to shoot Gabby and Stephanie in cold blood. Yeah, I mean, he definitely did, but like, um, I just, that's your opinion, Gary's. Gotta do you, right? Brady says, I don't know about you, Albert, but in my opinion, those scenes with Ben moved me. Yeah, it didn't really do anything for me. I mean, kudos to the actors. I'll sit there and say that. Um, and I'm not, listen, if it moved you, that's great. It just didn't really do much for me to, um, I don't know. Just different scenes resonate with different people. Though. Curry says, I gave Jada another chance. Well, like you said, you're a work in progress, though. I'm not here to, I'm not, like I said, Curry, I'm not here to sit there and chastise you or anything like that. We live our lives the way we live our lives. I just want the best for you, though. That's all. Um, the son said Chanel old sister Lonnie lost a baby and she ended up getting pregnant with Jules and Carver. So yeah, that was a fake kiss that Thomas gave Paris. I don't remember them actually kissing. Tommy said, Why he Victor doing what is he doing? I don't get it. Yeah, they definitely credit Darby. It's just one of those things where it's like I'm looking at days. I'm looking at you days of our lives. I've seen a lot of characters go. Um Hell, even Eric announced that he was leaving today. Do you honestly think that those damn team scenes is actually gonna move the ratings or anything like that? Lost Winters broke base hard. Oh, Moses. See, that's the thing, though, LaShawn. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, LaShawn. Do you actually care that Moses broke Faith's heart? Do you care? Patty said, "Did you see Bonnie on Days, the wedding at the place of Zende's mom? Zende's mom, Teresa tried to hide it. I knew she was going to do that. Here's the thing, Patty. She should have actually hid it. She should have kept it with her instead of actually throwing it in the trash like an idiot. See, this is the type of shit that's like, I get that you have to move the plot, but like, Grace says I'm a good judge of character when I don't like someone. Usually can read behind it. I do have a forgiving heart though too. I only hold grudges when I get a bad vibe from someone like I get it, Caries. I do. I just it's like forgiving someone, Caries. You don't necessarily do it for them. You do it for yourself because you don't want to hold on to that negative energy. You don't want to do that. It blocks you from all the good, positive energies and blessings that you receive in life by holding on to that bad stuff. That's all. But I get it with certain characters. It is what it is. Alan said, was Steffi right in her assumption of hope today? Um, yes and no, Island. Because Steffi knew that Hope wasn't just spitting facts. That Thomas might have been rushing this stuff to make sure, might have been rushing this relationship to get over Hope. She knew that. But the thing is, Steffi isn't there letting that blind her because she don't like Hope. Okay, she don't like Hope. She don't like what Hope's done. But she's letting it blind her to the fact that Hope is actually right. And the thing is, Thomas suffers from mental health issues. So if Paris decides to break his heart or whatever, then that's just going to be another crisis you're going to have to deal with because you didn't bother to sit there and listen to Hope. As much as I don't like Hope, I think that she's very self-centered. It's like somebody says, "Why is Victor going after Jack?" Because of Nikki. Victor's going after Jack because of Nikki. Tommy. I don't know, Patty. She has a big fan base, so that's probably why they're using them. They do have them. I'm just, what the hell was I to say about the other person? And Freddie says, make sure you hit that goddamn like button. It helps with the algorithm and it helps with me. LaShawn says Michael Easton can join. Okay, so for the Y&R fans, for the Young and Restless fans, do you think that Michael Easton would be a good role? What would be a good fit for the Young and Restless? Very curious about that. Well, yeah, maybe on a subconscious level, yes, Patty. She seems like she just has a general attraction to him, but she's also a homewrecker though as well. Hope is a known homewrecker. Okay, she wrecked her own home when it came towards Liam. She's going to wreck um, Finn and Steffi's home if she hooks up with Steffi. And because she still has feelings for Thomas, she's going to wreck their home as well. Therefore, Hope Logan, the homewrecker. That's what I mean to her. I can't help. She hates herself. We talking about Gabby? I mean, I get it, Kyrie. So like I said, I'm not challenging you on your opinion. I just, you know, I was just, just giving words of advice that you didn't ask for. James says, well, I know it's called Michael Easton's character Finn, Man Cold, and Clinic killed the character also. This is my theory. Maybe in the near future, they bring him back. Little Girl 5. Little Girl 5. Hi, Jane. Hope grew up with Brooke and her. That's why Patty's saying, he says, you know, we ain't talking. Oh, okay. Sorry, Carrie. It's not. You're right. Like I said, it's the wine, but no. Now I know who you're talking about. I was just talking about just advice for you in general. Not that you asked for it. But no, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. You know, I thought about that this morning though too when I woke up, and a part of me was just like, man, I really did. I was like, I really did hope I didn't sit there and say anything about Paris because like. I felt like I literally did sit there and kind of like adamantly defend you, like, listen, this Kyrie, he does things his way, whatever, and um, I don't exactly remember what I said. I just have this feeling like I defended you. LaShawn says, Albert, what do you think about Sam talking about Jason? What do you think about Sam talking about Jason to Danny? Um, she didn't talk. She didn't talk about Danny. Talk about Jason to Danny. She didn't. But in this episode, she didn't talk to Danny no, about Jason. The only thing she sat there and did was, well, actually, tell you the truth, she didn't. She didn't talk about Sam. She didn't talk about Jason to Danny. Terry Skin says, I changed the channel if Mike Easton went to another soap, but it would have to be an interesting character. I think it's now Kyrie says Michael Easton on Days would be interesting. So why Days? Okay, so why Days and not the Young and Restless? Why Days and not the Young and Restless? Why Days and not the Young and Restless, my friend? But hmm, don't don't the Young and Restless need another doctor since Elena's gone? Elena's gone, and it's not like what you call it could use his hands or anything. Essentially, yes, she did tell him he's drawn to the danger. Um, I think she was just being a concerned parent. I think she was just being a concerned parent. I also thought that she was kind of over exaggerating a little bit. Like, okay, yeah, he was out drinking a little bit, but I think that was kind of an oversimplification. It was just because he went out drinking. It was he's kind of just overdoing it though a little bit. I really do. It's like he hasn't did anything that nearly landed him in the hospital, but she's been just saying, "Oh well, Danny's drawn to danger, just like Jason." How? Because he went out drinking with his friends? That just seems like a typical teenager. Chris says, "Yes, you did a good. Yes, you did good. You defended me, but you apologized to her for being me." Well, I mean, yeah, I did it. Paris, you know how it is. I mean, I don't want anyone in the chat to feel like they're being attacked. You know, I mean, was I wrong to apologize for? Because I remember that night. I remember that night. And you said some things to her, and they weren't nice things. They might have been necessary things because she came at you first, but they weren't necessarily nice things. So, I just, you know how it is, Carries. You want to sit there and keep the peace, and you want everyone to be welcome. So that's true. Let's have to say, remember, Chrissy told Sam she's a danger junkie, and that's my whole thing. It's like she keeps into saying, well, he's just like his father. He's drawn to danger. What did he do? What was one thing that he did that drew you to that conclusion? because I'm at a loss. I'm at a complete fucking loss. Now, Island says Sam is just being a hypocritical of all her younger years. If she could just have a frank conversation with Danny about the dangers of her former life, then it then he would take her seriously. You know, Island, I said the same thing. I was like, listen, you lied. I said you didn't sit there and tell Danny about your past. And you know what one crackheaded idiot said to me? Well, a parent is not supposed to sit there and tell, is not supposed to say all that. A parent's not supposed to sit there and say all that. Somebody actually said that shit to me too. I was like, you lied to your kid. And she was like, you lied to your kid about your own past and you doing crazy stuff like that. And then some idiot, some crackhead was like, um, a parent is supposed to lie and they're not supposed to sit there and be that truthful. And I was just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Carrie says after she attacked me first, completely unprovoked, I don't get her jealousy of me prior to her attacking me. I was teasing her. I know, I know, I know. I'm just not just saying that's why you understand the position I'm coming from, though, right, Aries? I'm not sitting there saying like I was coming at you or whatever. It's just she felt like you were being mean, and so I just apologize. I think you understand my position of where I'm coming from a lot more than you did before you started streaming. It wasn't an attack on you or anything like that. This wasn't me taking sides. It was just like, you know, James says Sam talking about Jason knows overkill, don't care, don't want to hear her anymore. Shut up. Ooh, shut up. Okay. Island says don't listen to that fool. Teenagers will open up to their parents if their parents exactly no, of course not, Island. That's why I called them a crackhead. Of course, Island, I called them a crackhead for a reason. There's just a streamer, I understand you. Yeah, just okay. Cool. I just wanted to make sure I knew I didn't come at I knew I didn't sit there and say anything back because I was tipsy. I wasn't drunk, so but thank you for understanding me, Carrie. So I appreciate you. Just in general. Patty says she's trying to convince herself Danny is so much like Jason, so Danny tries to be more like Jason. She got it twisted because before this tidbit, he was in med school unless TBI is not a genetic thing. That's right. She keeps with this that actually makes some that actually makes perfect sense too, because it's like she keeps on just saying that that Danny is like Jason. But but Jason was actually like that after the accident. So this is, what I'm saying? It's like, what are we doing? LaShawn says, I remember Sam and Jason were, yep, Bonnie and Clyde. She was the ride or die chick. That's right. Craig says, you're not the problem. You're never the problem. She's just jealous of me for reasons I never understand. Okay, cool. Now, I just, you're my boy, Curry, so I always want to make sure we're good. I don't know why I'm sniffing chasing every single goddamn drug. Well, I'm going to end the stream here. Because unfortunately, I do got to wake up at 3:45 to 4 o'clock. I'm lucky I wake up at 3:45. But it's actually funny too. I was actually going to sit there and just take the night off, but I was like, you know what? I'm up. I'm good. So I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. Plus, I didn't really get a chance to sit there and talk with y'all yesterday after a certain time, and I really want to sit there and have this convo with everyone. Yeah. Thank you for coming through, everyone. What am I doing? This was actually really good. This is a good night. This is a good stream. And it's because of each and every single one of y'all that makes these streams so good. So, this is all y'all people. No, Kyrie's, I gotta wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, unfortunately, for work. Just even thinking about that just makes me fucking depressed. Um, have a good night, Kyrie's, and have a good stream. Kyrie's is streaming at 10 o'clock, so definitely support this fine man right here. Um, just type up Kyrie's Clucker. Just, well, click on this profile picture and you'll go to his channel. Have a night, Island. Have a night, Patty. Have a night, Darby. Have a night, Laura B. Have a night, Jonathan. Island Breeze. There's some other people in here too. Deluxe. Have a night, Deluxe. Have a night, Jonathan. Lashanta. Laura B. Darby. Have a night, Darby. Kyrie says we got to make you a full. I would love that one day, Kyrie. We got to work on it, though, man. We got to work on it. So we gonna do it, Kyrie. We're gonna do it together. I always appreciate your support. Thank you so much, my friend. And Batty also says, "Have a good night, Kyrie." Kyrie's the goddamn rock star. I was just gonna say he's the rookie, but he's outshining some other people that have been doing it longer. So, Freddie says, Albert in the chat, be blessed, everyone, and stay safe out there. Make sure to smack. Yeah, hit that like button on the way out. Also, share some of these streams, some of these videos, some of my reviews. Definitely share those because that's how we are going to sit there and build this channel. You know, they say it takes a village. It really does. So, thank you, everyone. Stay safe. I look forward to seeing each and every single one of y'all in the next stream. Laters.